Hello everyone, I am Shivputra Pancha, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, BADS VP Dr. PG Halakatti College of Engineering and Technology, Vijaypur. In today's session, I am going to discuss about Python dictionaries, Chapter 9, which is taken from Module 3. So actually, in the last session, we have discussed about lists. So there is a slight difference between lists and dictionaries. Dictionaries are Python's most powerful data collection. Dictionaries allow us to do fast database-like operations in Python. Dictionaries have different names in different languages. Associative arrays, say for example in Perl or PHP, properties or map or hash map in Java, property bag in C# and .NET, but in Python it will be called as dictionaries. So like list, so what actually the difference between lists and dictionaries? Usually lists index their entries based on the position in the list, but unlike dictionaries are like bags, no order, there will be no index. So we index the things we put in the dictionary with a lookup tag. There is one example here, purse equal to dictionary, it will create an empty dictionary. Then what we have to do is purse of money. So money represents key here, which is equal to 12. Purse of candy equal to 3. Purse of, so in dictionaries we are going to create our own indexes. Purse of tissue is equal to 75. Print purse, so it will print the dictionary with what? Money has a value 12, tissues has a value 75, candy has a value 3, like that. Print of purse of candy, it will print the value 3. So dictionaries are nothing but key and value pairs. Purse of candy equal to purse of candy plus 2, you can increment, print purse. So here candy, earlier the value of candy earlier was 3, now it becomes 3. Sorry, now it becomes 5. So like that you can modify the value contained in the key. So very important thing, comparing lists with dictionaries. Dictionaries are like lists except that they use keys instead of numbers to look up values. There is a proper order in list, but there is no order in dictionaries. So you can give your own indexes for your elements. So there are some examples of list as well as dictionaries. So lst equal to a list will create an empty list. DDD equal to dictionary will create an empty dictionary. LST dot append of 21, the first element will be added in the list. LST dot append of 183, the second element, print LST, it will print 21 and 183. LST of 0, it will equal to 23, print of LST, so once again it will print 23 comma 183. So we have modified the first element in the list. Similarly, dictionary, DDD equal to age of, DDD of age equal to 21, means 21 is assigned to the key called as age, like that. So that's what we can give our own index in dictionaries. DDD of course equal to 182, print DDD means it will give you course which represents the value as 182, age which represents the value as 21. DDD of age equal to 23, we can modify that, print DDD, course is 182, age is modified which is 23. So now few more differences between list and dictionary. LST equal to list will create empty, then it will add 21, 183 in the list, then list of 0 equal to 23, then it will modify that the first element in the list to 23. This is how it will create. So you can see on the right hand side, list is nothing but a key value pairs, but with the proper index values starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n-1, like that. But in dictionaries will also be considered as key value pair, but you can give your own keys with their respective values. Here the key is course, for that course the value is considered as 182, and the second key is age, the value is considered as 21. You can give your own keys in dictionaries. That's what the main difference. Dictionary literals, so nothing but constants. Dictionary literals use curly braces and have a list of key value pairs. You can make an empty dictionary using empty curly brace. So how you can do that? So initially we'll take one example j. So triple j equal to there are some key value pairs inside that. Print of jj, it will print the key value pairs. Then one more example will take triple o equal to simply curly braces, which gives you what? Print of o will simply display the empty dictionary. So usually dictionary values are placed inside a curly braces, whereas list elements are placed inside a square brackets. That's the difference between, that is one more difference between list and dictionary. So triple j equal to check with the value 1, Fred equal with the value 42, Jan with the value 100. Key value pairs in dictionary are represented with the separated with the colon. Length of, you can also give you the length of that particular dictionary will give you 3. So one key value pair it will consider as a one element. In checks, key in dictionary, check in triple j, which represents true. Many counters with a dictionary. One common use of dictionaries is counting how often we see something. Key value pairs. I think there is one important work done here with the key value pairs. So CSCV, I think we are going to do manual work to count the different patterns available in a particular elements. So there is one example here. Triple C equal to dict. Triple C of CSEV equal to 1, triple C of C1 equal to 1, print CC, it will give the key value pairs. Triple C of C1 equal to triple C of C1 plus 1, then it will modify that second key value pair in the dictionary like that. Dictionary tracebacks, when it will give error. So it is an error to reference a key which is not in the dictionary. We can use the in operator to see if a key is in the dictionary. Triple C equal to dict, print of triple C of CSCV, traceback most, it will give the error, most recent call last, file, line 1 in module, key error, CSCV. CSCV in CCC false because that key itself is not available in the dictionary. When we see a new name, when we encounter a new name, we need to add a new entry in the dictionary. And if this is the second or later time we have seen the name, we simply add 1 to the count in the dictionary under that name. There is an example here. Counts equal to dictionary, names equal to, so we'll write the names separately with the help of list. For X in names, if X not in counts of X equal to 1, else counts of X equal to counts of X plus 1. Then finally we can print counts here. So here if you print that, then it will count the total number of elements, total number of count that each pattern represents. So how many times CSEV is there in the list names, how many times CWN is there in the list names, like that. The get method for dictionaries. The pattern of checking to see if a key is already in a dictionary and assuming a default value if the key is not there, so common that there is a method called get that does for this. Default value if key does not exist. So how to do that? X equal to counts dot get of name comma 0. Directly this statement will give you the total number of occurrences of each key. Simplified counting with get. We can use get and provide a default value of 0 when the key is not yet in the dictionary, and then just add 1. Counts equal to dict, names equal to will give you the different key values here. For name in names, counts of name equal to simple, we have to call one method counts dot get of name comma 0 plus 1. So every time you will be adding 1 to that get method. So it will give you the output as the total number of occurrences of each key from the dictionary. And the next thing is counting words in text. So this is one text here, that is any file you can consider which contains different lines in the form of text. From this text we have to count the total number of words. So how to do this with the help of dictionary counting pattern. So for that, counts equal to dict. So we'll create an empty dictionary first. Print, enter a line of text. With the help of input function, we'll enter text here. Then very next statement is words equal to line dot split. We have to split that entire lines in the form of words, that will be converted into list. Then we'll print that list here in the form of words. Print words comma words, that words is nothing but here list. Print of counting. Next step is to count the total number of words from the list. For word in words, simple statement, counts of word, that's what we have used earlier. Counts of word equal to counts dot get of word comma 0. It will start counting from 0 plus 1. So after that, if we print counts comma counts, then it will print the total number of occurrences of each word from the pattern. The general pattern to count the words in a line of text is to split the line into words, then loop through the words and use a dictionary to track the count of each word independently. So the output of that particular previous code, what we have to do is we have to run word count.py, enter a line of text. So once we enter the line of text, after that it will split entire line into the words which is creating in the form of list. Then start counting the number of occurrences of each word in the list. So here in this case counts, it will create one more, it will create a dictionary called as counts, and with the total number of occurrences of each word. Say for example, and comes 3 times, on 1 time, ran 2 times, like that the different words total number of occurrences. One more example. So here what we have to, counts equal to dict, line equal to input of enter line of text, words equal to line dot split. So similarly what we have to do is we have to split, we have to print those words. For word in words, counts of word equal to count dot get of word comma 0 plus 1, print counts comma counts. The same example, but we can give one more output here. Definite loops and dictionaries. If you use a dictionary as the sequence in a for statement, it traverses the keys of the dictionary. So we must use the index operator to retrieve the corresponding value for each key. So what we have to do is counts equal to, we can give the key and value pairs for key in counts, for key of counts of key. So depending on the particular key, we can get the total number of occurrences, that is with the help of loops, definite loops and dictionaries. So here it will print Jan comes 100 times, Chuck comes 1 time, Fred comes 42 times. Find all the entries in a dictionary. There is one example, find all the entries in a dictionary with a value above 10. For that we can do a simple condition here. For key in counts, if counts of key is greater than 10, it will print only the key which has a value greater than 10. For example, here it will print only Annie and Jan, which has a value greater than 10. It will not print the check. Key method. Key method retrieves keys from a dictionaries. Syntax for key method is dictionary underscore variable dot keys. To print the keys in alphabetical order, you first make a list of the keys in the dictionaries using the keys method available in dictionary objects. List equal to list of counts dot keys. So here in this, it will count only the total number of keys available. Print lst, then we can sort using sort method lst.sort. For key in lst, print key comma counts of key. So now what we have here is the list here in this is Jan, Chuck and Annie. So it will print the key value pairs with the total number of keys. So next is two iteration variables. So how we can take this? at a time in dictionary. We loop through the key value pairs in a dictionary using two iteration variables. Each iteration, the first variable is the key and the second variable is the corresponding value for the key. So how to do this? There is one dictionary d1 equal to the same example for x comma y in d1 dot items print x comma y. Here in this case it will print both key and value pairs. So that is what we can consider the two values in iteration using for loop. So now we'll discuss little bit about files, how files are related to dictionaries. So there is what we have to do is we have to enter a particular file that is from the keyboard. So that we can explain this directly with the example. F name equal to input of enter the file name. So what we have to do is we have to put it in try and except block. Try f and equal to open of f name. If that file is existed, then the try block will be executed. If that file is not existed, then it will skip try block and it will go to except block. Then it will print file cannot be opened. So if try block is successfully executed, then it will skip except, then directly it will go to the next statement, that is counts equal to dict. It will open empty dictionary. For line in f and will consider each line from that file. For then we have to take you can consider each words from that each line, words equal to line dot split. So once that line dot split is considered, this it will separate the words. For word in words, after that we have to consider each word from that entire list of words. If word not in counts, if word not in that dictionary or else counts, then counts of word equal to 1, else counts of word equal to counts of word plus 1. Then finally we can print counts. So once again, this particular program will take a input as a file. From that file it will consider each line, and that line will be splitted into words, and from list of words. From that list of words it will count the number of occurrences of each word, and finally it prints the output. So next is files with punctuations. How files can be considered with the punctuations. Files consist of text with punctuations, lowercase and uppercase letters. So these problems can be solved by using the string methods lower, punctuation and translate. So there are different string methods. Already we have discussed these in module 2. So what we have to take is there is one method called as line.translate of str.maketrans of from string comma to string comma delete string. So it will convert whatever the punctuations are there to the normal string, then import. So for that what we have to do is we have to simply import the string dot punctuation. So it will give you all the punctuations used in the particular file. So that's what the same previous example how it is modified. So here in this counts equal to dict for line in f and will strip all the spaces and all from that particular line equal to line dot r strip, line equal to line dot translate of line dot make trans. So the first string, second string, then finally we can take string dot punctuation. So all the punctuations are removed. Line equal to line dot lower. If any uppercase letters are there, that will be converted into lower. Words equal to line dot split, then that line will be converted into the list of words. Then now for each word we have to count the number of occurrences. For word in words, if word not in count, then simply assign 1 to count, or else then you increment a count of word by 1. So this program will consider all uppercase letters, lowercase letters as well as punctuations in the file. So this is how the different concepts in dictionaries summary. So in this case, so in dictionary what we have learned, once again it's a type of collection. What is a collection? List versus dictionaries. Dictionary constants, the most common word using the get method. What we can do using the get method: hashing and lack of order, writing dictionary loops, sneak peek, tuples. sorting dictionaries. Thank you.